Words are cheap. Anyone can talk, explain, or argue. But the truly powerful understand a simple truth: silence is far more dangerous than speech. It is the language of authority, influence, and control. While others waste energy reacting, justifying, or pleading, the silent maintain power, composure, and clarity. Most people mistake speaking for action. They explain themselves endlessly, defend opinions, and argue to be heard. But in doing so, they reveal weaknesses, lose authority, and invite manipulation. Silence, on the other hand, communicates confidence without ego, presence without desperation, and control without aggression. Silence commands attention. It creates space for observation, strategy, and precision. The unshakable understand that influence comes not from talking, but from what your presence, actions, and composure communicate without a single word. People notice, respect, and even fear what they cannot predict or control. Being silent is not passivity, it is power. It allows you to conserve energy, control perception, and act with precision. While others react to noise and chaos, you shape outcomes quietly and deliberately. Silence is the weapon of the strategically dangerous, the calm, and the unbothered. To master this language is to understand influence, authority, and survival. Words may sway temporarily, but silence commands permanently. Those who wield it become untouchable, respected, and undeniably powerful. Silence is not emptiness. It is strategy. While most people equate talking with influence, the truly powerful know that silence speaks louder than words. It communicates confidence, control, and authority in ways that explanation and reaction never can. Those who over-explain reveal insecurity. Those who remain silent project mastery. The language of silence allows observation. When you speak less, you learn more. You see intentions, weaknesses, and opportunities that the reactive cannot perceive. While others react impulsively, you gather intelligence silently, and every action becomes calculated, precise, and unstoppable. Words are fleeting. Actions backed by strategic silence create lasting influence. Silence also establishes boundaries. The world often attempts to manipulate, provoke, or test you. Reaction signals vulnerability. Those who remain calm and unresponsive remove leverage from manipulators. Silence is a shield as much as a weapon. It protects energy, focus, and perception while projecting unshakable presence. In social dynamics, silence generates respect and fear. People instinctively sense the untouchable presence of one who does not react to every insult, opinion, or distraction. The silent person becomes unpredictable, and unpredictability commands attention and influence. Those who constantly speak, defend, or justify themselves become manipulable and predictable. True power is subtle. It does not need noise, argument, or justification. Those who wield silence do so deliberately. They conserve energy, control perception, and act decisively at the precise moment that maximizes impact. Others may underestimate them, but when they act, their influence is undeniable. Silence is also a tool of strategy. It allows you to set the pace, control interactions, and dominate without aggression. It communicates confidence and mastery in a way that words cannot. Those who understand this art transform ordinary presence into authority, ordinary actions into dominance, and ordinary interactions into influence. In a world obsessed with noise, reaction, and constant explanation, Silence becomes a weapon of the strategically dangerous. It separates the weak who talk too much from the strong who act decisively. Silence is the language of power, deliberate, calculated, and unstoppable. Most people are slaves to their own voices. They react, explain, argue, and justify endlessly. In doing so, they reveal their weaknesses, lose authority, and invite manipulation. Words without strategy are empty. Silence, by contrast, communicates strength, focus, and control that cannot be ignored. The world constantly tests you. People provoke, pressure, and manipulate. Those who react reveal vulnerability. Those who remain silent preserve power. Emotional reactivity signals weakness. Calm, deliberate silence communicates mastery. The silent are unshakable. They cannot be easily influenced, provoked, or controlled. In social dynamics, silence is magnetic. It creates space for observation, strategy, and influence. People respect those who do not over-explain or react impulsively. Silence commands attention because it signals that you are not swayed by opinion, drama, or external pressure. Your presence alone becomes impactful. Silence also protects energy and focus. Those who speak constantly expend mental, emotional, and physical resources unnecessarily. By conserving energy through strategic silence, you maintain clarity, patience, and the ability to act decisively when it matters most. Weakness exposes itself through overtalking. Strength is revealed in restraint. Scarcity amplifies influence. The less you react, the more attention and respect you earn. Silence creates unpredictability, and unpredictability commands power. People instinctively notice, fear, and respect those who do not bend to manipulation or chaos. History is full of examples. Leaders, strategists, and innovators who mastered the art of silence achieved influence far beyond their words. They listened, observed, and acted at the precise moment that maximized impact. Their silence spoke louder than any argument, and their presence dominated without aggression. The reality is clear. The world is filled with those who talk too much and reveal too much. Influence, authority, and power are reserved for those who understand that silence is not emptiness. It is strategy, mastery, and control. Those who wield it become untouchable, respected, and undeniably powerful. Mastering silence as a language of power begins with self-discipline. Control your words, control your reactions, and control your presence. Resist the urge to explain, justify, or react to every provocation. Every unnecessary word expended weakens authority. Every measured silence strengthens it. Observation is your superpower. By speaking less, you see more. You notice intentions, motives, and weaknesses that others miss. Silence allows you to gather intelligence, strategize, and act with precision. The reactive speak and reveal. The silent watch, calculate, and dominate. Set boundaries through silence. People will test limits, push buttons, and attempt to provoke you. Refusing to react communicates authority. When you do not respond to manipulation, you remove leverage from those who would control or unsettle you. Silence becomes a shield, preserving energy and focus while projecting strength. Strategic patience amplifies power. Do not feel compelled to act immediately or to justify your decisions. Let others exhaust themselves in noise and reaction while you act deliberately at the precise moment that maximizes impact. Timing, combined with silence, creates influence that is unstoppable. Calmness is essential. Emotional control transforms silence from absence into power. A calm, unshakable presence commands respect, intimidation, and authority. Those who cannot provoke you lose all leverage. Composure, paired with silence, transforms interactions into opportunities for dominance. Selective engagement is your weapon. Speak only when your words create impact, when your influence is maximized, or when your authority must be demonstrated. Avoid unnecessary explanations, debates, or arguments. Your scarcity of words increases your perceived value, your unpredictability, and your control. Independence strengthens silence. Self-reliance, both emotional and strategic, ensures that your silence is not weakness but authority. Those who rely on external validation or reaction cannot wield silence effectively. The strategically independent are untouchable. By mastering discipline, observation, boundaries, patience, composure, selective engagement, and independence, you transform silence from a passive state into a weapon of influence. In a world addicted to noise, reaction, and over-explanation, the silent rise above, commanding respect, fear, and authority. Silence is not emptiness, it is power. The world rewards noise and reaction, but it respects power and composure. Words are cheap. Actions and presence are valuable. Those who speak impulsively reveal weakness. Those who remain silent communicate mastery. Silence is not emptiness. It is authority, strategy, and influence distilled into its purest form. Mastering silence allows you to control perception. When you do not react to provocation, criticism, or manipulation, you remain untouchable. Your energy, focus, and composure are protected. You do not need to explain, defend, or justify. Your calm and deliberate presence speaks louder than words ever could. Scarcity of words increases influence. The silent are unpredictable and rare. People notice them, respect them, and often fear them. By saying less and observing more, you gather intelligence, maintain control, and act with precision when it matters most. The reactive are controlled by circumstance. The silent control circumstance itself. Composure amplifies power. Emotional neutrality prevents manipulation and maintains authority. By remaining unshaken in a world full of noise, you demonstrate strength that cannot be challenged. Silence, paired with calm, becomes both shield and weapon. Strategic engagement ensures your words have maximum impact. Speak only when your influence is required, when your authority must be asserted, or when action demands communication. Let your results, presence, and timing communicate the rest. Words are tools, not crutches. The reality is clear. Those who master silence rise above chaos, manipulation, and mediocrity. They are respected, feared, and undeniably powerful. Silence is a language few understand but everyone notices. To speak less is to dominate more. To act with precision is to influence effortlessly. In a world addicted to noise, reaction, and constant explanation, the silent become untouchable. Master the art of silence, and you master power itself. The world reacts to words, but it respects silence, deliberate, composed, and strategically wielded. Silence is the ultimate weapon, the language of power, and the mark of the unshakable.